What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on this 1988 BMW M3 behind me. It's a beauty. We're going to make it even better. Let's get into today's video. All right, so here's the beauty 1988 BMW M3. I love the look of these cars. It's funny because Oscar bought an E30, obviously not an M3, but he's considering doing a wide body on this. But look at how this factory wide body is, man. It's gorgeous. The look and the lines, everything's real nice. He has the BBS wheels. He has a little aftermarket carbon fiber spoiler. He has, as you can see, it has some Recaro seats, aftermarket seats, which are tastefully done. They look nice. Roll cage in the back. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing away with these seats. We're going to be pulling these out. We reupholstered some new original seats, all leather. We're going to be installing a rear seat. As you can see, it doesn't have a door panel back there. We're going to be putting original door panel, pretty much converting this thing back to its original glory. Obviously, the car market, as you see in these things, have skyrocketed in price. So obviously the car, he enjoyed it, drove it, kind of race car-ish, enjoyed it, and then now is putting it back to stock, which obviously it's worth a lot more. And I think it's going to keep the originality. It's going to look nicer, you know, put it all back together. A lot of purists and a lot more people like it all original. But I think it's a great car. We're going to do a little polishing, making it look nice. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get this pulled into the upholstery bay, and we'll start taking off these seats. All right, so I wanted to show you guys the seats that we reupholstered. So these are all the factory original seats for this car, and customer wanted to match the original color, so we went ahead and ordered the European beige leather to match the correct interior for that car. He originally was going to change it to like black, which a lot of people like, but kind of told me, you know, it's better to leave it all original how it came, which is a nice combination with the red and the beige. So we went ahead and did all leather, French stitching on it. It's looking really good. Make sure we covered up the backs. Also, the back seat had some issues. The same with all these seats here, that, you know, a lot of the mechanisms are all worn out. So we went ahead and kind of went through everything, make sure we tightened everything up, and got the rear seat reupholstered. Obviously, you notice a little bit of wrinkling here, but once this leather settles, being that it's new, even from factory when they came, you know, they had a little slight you know, wrinkling from the natural height of the leather. But once it's settled in the car and everything kind of stretches, it's going to look really nice. We have David kind of going through it now and looking at what we need to do first, which I think David, the first thing he's going to do is going to start tackling the roll cage and pulling it out so we can get some room back there. Then from there, kind of take apart the seats and so on and so forth, so we can get this thing dialed in. While we're at it, we'll go ahead and clean everything up, get this thing ready for the customer, just in time for New Year's.
That Recaro.
There you go, baby. You put it in your car or what?
I'm gonna put it in my my Honda Fit.
There you go, man. Give you like 10 more horsepower.
20.
There you go, baby. Number 2.
Ejecto Cedo, cuz.
There you go, baby. Can I have that one?
You want it?
Yeah.
You want to put it in the Lexus?
No, you can take it.
Need some conditioner.
A little bit. So now we kind of have the carpet exposed. These are pretty cool rails. Kind of lets you put it in all different kinds of positions. But once we take all this apart, now you can really see, take this carpet out, get it cleaned up. And also we're going to be installing everything factory. He kept everything, which is nice. This is going to be in the glove box to cover like the ECU. And these are the ducts that go on the bottom of the car, so that all the factory air conditioning and defrost is going to go under the car, which is really cool. So when, you know, if he decides to sell it, everything is pretty much all original for this car, which is a really cool feature, because a lot of people just throw stuff away and, you know, what have you, but this one's gonna have everything ready. So in order for us to take this bolt out for the roll cage, we had to remove the wheel to get access to the bolt that goes through the body. So Went ahead and got the ratchet. I'm gonna help him out get this thing through the door panel here. Oh, up here. Okay, there it is. All right. Go ahead. All right, give it hell. That's it. So pretty much we had to, in order to get access to this, we had to kind of rip up the carpet in this area to pull this off in order to get the existing bolts off the roll cage. Pretty nice back seat. We're gonna have to do the same with this side, and then the ones down there I think he pretty much got, and then we should be able to probably pull away this way, and then we can get the whole hoop out of that way. A little more weight on there, no?
BMW power, M power.
See, he did bench. Let's do a little bicep curls. Make sure you guys get all your reps in. And burn on the way down.
Can't forget the dumbbells either. Very important part of the workout.
Yeah, buddy! Right, wait! Yep! Ooh. Yep! Bring your baby mamas, your aunts, your grandmas, your tias.
Tamales, look at that. Eating tamales on the way. Look at them. All right, guys, a little update on the M3. We finally got the seat belts that we needed to get this project finished up. Dave is go ahead and putting them on right now. We went ahead, we couldn't put the door panels in the back yet because, as you can see, belt lands right behind that. We have to go ahead and assemble, bolt up the seat belt, and then go ahead and proceed and put the panel on, which we already have over here. Pretty much the other belt came in, all new retractors, brand new mechanism. Finish putting this side on, then we can start assembling the back seat, and then we'll move on to the front seats, which we have here. The issue we notice is that the seats that the customer had previously, which was these aftermarket seats, he had some seat brackets that went along here, which was no problem. Everything bolted to its original location. But as you can see here, they cut this stud down in order to get those brackets, to fit, causing a problem to mount the OEM seats, because now there's not enough thread to securely put these seats on. So we're gonna have to drill this out, take this out, and we'll put some new grade 8 bolts through this to be able to secure to the floor pan and get these seats bolted up so we can deliver to the customer. David, your thoughts?
It's gonna be a fun project.
Is that your favorite?
This is my favorite project.
Drilling holes, making holes.
Drilling holes, not getting sparks all over the carpet and the dash, all good fun.
See, he knows, and he knows what it takes. So he's gonna be taking everything apart again, carpet, masking everything, so he doesn't get anything on there. And look at David, look at his sweater. It tells it all.
I've got the carpet lifted.
All right, guys, as I was talking about this earlier, the carpet didn't come. He had taken it off before, and a customer wanted it back on there. So what we did, without having to rip everything, obviously we still had to take the console apart to get to it, but as you saw, we went ahead and fitted the ducts through here underneath the carpet up to these points here where it's going to connect to the defrost or air conditioning unit. We did that the same with this one and got it up in there, so we just have to put the little joints, connect that up, and then we'll be good to go. We're gonna have to do a little bit of patchwork here, and then later the customer is gonna buy some floor mats that'll cover that instead of replacing the whole carpet, which is, I guess, not the right way, but I guess to keep the originality of the carpet he wants to keep, we'll still be able to put a patch there, and later if the new owner, if he sells it, will have the chance to go ahead and access these points again to put on the roll cage that was on there. So we got that on. We'll finish putting that on here. We can assemble the console, and then tomorrow we can start putting on the seats. Also, we have the little pockets that go there. We went ahead and took off that door panel apart to be able to put that pocket on, and we have the back piece here where we're going to be putting on the door panels. We might have to dye them to kind of get them to clean up very well, but we'll kind of decide that tomorrow once we get it cleaned up. So I think we're done for the night today. David, very good job.
Ready to go home.
Ready already, man? Still some daylight.
Yeah, but it feels like 8 o'clock. That time change.
Yeah, so I'll keep them busy, keep them working over here. But we got all the pieces pretty much here. We're gonna use these pieces for the little carpet piece or the patch that we're gonna use, and then we'll go ahead and put all this together, and we'll see you guys mañana. All right, guys, now that we finished up the interior, we brought it over here to our detail area where Mr. Antoine is gonna be doing his magic. Antoine, what are we doing here? Magic.
Playing
magic.
Yep.
That's all, guys. See? Basically, we're gonna be doing like a little correction on this paint. One thing we didn't know until we did like a little area is that this thing is a single stage. So it must have been like an original paint, or they try to emulate the original style. And basically, we're just gonna do like a fine little cut, you know, if need be, or just go ahead and polish the rest of the paint just to bring the gloss back. As you can see, we did this area, and this hood, this side is a little dull. I don't know if you can see it on camera. So you can see it a little bit there. But Antoine's gonna go ahead and get this all finished up, clay bar it, make sure we get all the contaminants off the paint, and then go ahead and hit it with the polishing pad and get this thing glossed up, ready for the customer. All right, guys, as you saw, we finished getting everything all polished up on this M3. It looks spectacular. I want you guys to check it out with me. Paint looks great, interior looks great. It's cool to see something being modified and brought back to stock, and see the beauty of the stock interior and getting this full experience of a stock M3. Obviously, it has little modifications, the motor, I'll show you guys that, but let's go check it out. All right, so let's check out the interior. I know I kind of showed you guys, but we went ahead and fixed up the door panels. It didn't have that pocket. We had to fix it, get it integrated in there. Seats, I don't know if you guys can smell through the camera, but it smells like leather, man. This is a couple cowhides that got killed. It smells just like that and wonderful. So seats look great, front seats, back seats, everything looking great. Rear door panels, as you saw, this car had a full roll cage, didn't have the back panels. We went ahead and put all the factory panels on. Seats, the foam, the leather, this mechanism. David had to make sure we figure all this mechanism out, fixed it. We had to get different rails to get these seats situated and working how they should. But I mean, it's cool to see a complete stock car, how it came off the showroom floor, or even better, and looking this good, guys. So customers really happy. We kind of threw in the color correction and getting this paint done. One thing we noticed, which was kind of maybe, I don't know if that's normal, but they must have painted the front end. This front end here to the door was like a single stage, because when we polished it, there was red on the pad. But from here back, it had two stage, and you can tell how it buffed and how it looked. Overall, the color matched really good. You can see how shiny it is. But it was weird that maybe it got, obviously, you know, it's an older car, got the front end painted, but that they went with the factory single stage or not. But I don't think I've showed you guys the motor. The motor looks really good. It's fully built Evo motor. And just check this thing out. Woo. It looks as good as it sounds. So customer hasn't seen it in a while. It's a surprise. He's gonna come by and pick it up tomorrow. Can't wait for him to pick it up. But I just want to thank you guys for watching the channel and keeping up with all our builds. We have a lot of things coming in store this year. Just want to thank you guys. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification for new up-to-date videos, and here at SOS Customs, got you covered. Peace.